Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 3. Yep, even though I said we were going to be dominantly focusing on GT7, we did our GT7 stream last night. So, we're back with another endurance. What's up, money? And yeah, we're just going to knock out one endurance. And I think I know which one we're going to do. We're going to do a maybe slightly long boy. But, I think, let me just make sure everything else is all set up before I jump right into the recording. I think we're good. Alright. Cooking breakfast currently, nice. So, I think I'll let you guys chat pick which endurance we're gonna do. We could either do a shorter endurance like the Seattle 100 miles, although I kind of want to do one race today, so this would be pretty short. This will take only about an hour. And then we have these two 2-hour endurances which you gotta knock out at some point. I do have time for these. This Route 11 is under 2 hours. It's a good medium length race. And then this is a long race. I don't think I have time for this one today. And then this one's about 2 hours as well. Seattle 100? Cool. Alright. Let's start the timer, and we are going to do Seattle. So the longest one you have to do is the Tokyo one, but I don't have that kind of time today. I do have to do plans later this afternoon. That would take about 3 hours, and I feel like it's better to just put that on a night stream. So let's do the short one today. Alright, timer's on. Alright, we're back for another GT3 segment. And I need to buy a car. And I think I'm gonna trade again and buy another car that we can't normally buy. And didn't you do all your custom races on Tokyo Expressway with a GTR or Civic or something? Anyway, I had basically thought of two options, which is either the Cobra, but we drove early in the playthrough, or the GT40. And I think you guys would all know the immediate answer anyway. So, 450,000 credits later, and we have a new car. Wow. With 300 horsepower. So let's get in it. And I don't think we need to tune anything. Let me just check tires. Oops, not turbo. I don't think you can turbo this car. You know what? I'm curious to see how the mediums play out, because I think the Cobra has a terrible pit strategy on this endurance. And this guy's gonna need the grip. So you know what? With that in mind, let's see if we can roll with this bone stock and see if this is any good. Not professional. Just by instinct always go there. We're gonna do the Seattle 100 miles. Which, yes, that picture shows JTGC cars, but not the case. No limits. And should be good. GT40. He's there. Yeah, it's the meme car. Again. But it's red this time. Yeah, that GT7 clip has 3,000 views, which is actually, like, crazy. I haven't had a video hit that much in a long time. Alright, so the Cobra is in this race, along with the Corvette Z06. So, with the default tires, let's go. There's no Viper, but can't win them all. Alright, so we got 2 Corvettes, Camaro, Mustang, and a Shelby Cobra. 40 laps, it's only 100 miles, so should be a quick-ish endurance. Let's go. It's our first time driving the GT40. I think this is the oldest car in the game. Either that or the Cobra, but I'm pretty sure this is the Mark 1 GT40, which is 1966. Or no, this is the Mark 4, isn't it? I don't know. Someone with more knowledge than me tell me. What's up, Desert Raid? What's up? Fergie? Is that your name? So, it may look like the Cobra is flying off in the distance, but he's got one Achilles heel, which we'll find out later on. The mediums aren't doing as bad as I would have thought. And yeah, it's the Ford GT40. You know, when this game came out, I didn't realize that at the time it came out, the new 4GT, new at the time being like the 2000s, didn't exist. So I was always like, oh, where is the 4GT? All they have is this old one. But it didn't exist back then. And then, to their credit, they added it in GT Concept, and then every other GT since then. Alright. This is the real race. It's between me and the Cobra, the old boys. Even if the Viper was in this race, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, I mean, there was a 4GT concept in 2002. And there was also 2005, you know, production version. Cobra's the cool guardsman blue too. He'd be sliding. I'm gonna make my way past. But yeah, the GT7 clip of just like the Audi rolling in the rally, literally, that got 3,000 views all of a sudden. I think I got lucky with the algorithm because I noticed on the analytics page it had a huge spike like 12 hours after the video posted, which is you know, not natural, let's say. So I think it got pushed in the algorithm. But you know what? For everyone who watched that video, thank you. So, the Cobra pits after 2 laps, effectively meaning we're going to walk this race unless the Corvette has better tires than I did. But we're running mediums, and this GT40 seems to be handling them pretty well. And yeah, the Cobra drops all the way down to 5th, maybe even 6th. If he has to pit every 2 laps, that's going to be a problem. He is the fastest car of the AI. For some reason they threw him on super softs or something. Ooh, bonk. I'm not driving particularly well. I'm so used to like being careful with rear-wheel drive cars in GT7 that throwing a car around in GT3 just doesn't feel right. Even though it's perfectly okay to do that. What is my opinion on Grid Legends? I haven't played it. To me, it just seemed like, I don't know, take Grid 2019, give it a cheesy story mode, and that's it. Now, I haven't played the game, so my opinion is not necessarily valid. But, I don't know, I wasn't really interested in it. I'd maybe get it if it was a free game, but I had no intentions on buying it. Mr. Forrest. You're not, like, Space Luna. Yeah, the GT7 stream, we finished the game. I will say, I was quite surprised that the game is as short as it is. It seemed like when I first played it, it was going to be another 100+ hour game. But that isn't the case. The game was designed, looks like, for updates. I have a theory that there were originally more menu books planned than what actually came out released, and either because of delays or, like, scheduling conflicts, they had to delay releasing the whole menu book. Which is strange, because it doesn't seem like it would be that hard to make. You just take some cars, pick out some tracks, and make a couple races and championships. Doesn't seem that necessarily difficult. But yeah, there's missing Group 2, Group 1, some manufacturers like Audi, Lamborghini, etc. No hypercar racing, no Like the Wind, no Spider and Roadster, no like classic GT races really, no Dream Car Championship, no Polyphony Digital Cup, none of those iconic GT events that were in every single other Gran Turismo game. I feel like those are probably hidden in the menu books or something later on. We'll probably get those in an update when they add some more cars and tracks. If you want to see the F-Up PC from my old channel, but remastered. Oh man, I don't know if we can give off the same energy as before. I was so innocent back when I made that video. I was like 12. It was actually my brother's idea to make that video. Yep, another 2 laps later, the Cobra pits once again. He didn't even catch up to the whole field. Yeah, we only finished GT7 in 2 streams, literally. I mean, I did play a good chunk during the time between I streamed. I played pretty much every day, especially a lot over the weekend it came out. I put in like 15 hours. But yeah, the game's pretty short. In terms of like the main campaign. The licenses and missions, I still haven't completed yet, and I'm waiting for them to fix the bugs that they brought in the update. Before I complete them all the way. But I hear the missions are like the best part of the game, and I did the first set on the first stream and it was pretty fun. The other thing which is a little disappointing is the online racing is very limited right now. Sport mode is literally just meta cars, no bounce performance, and then lobbies are just lobbies. There's a ton of host settings that are really inconvenient. You can't change tracks and stuff like that without resetting the lobby. Yeah, and F1 news, first off, Drive to Survive came out yesterday, which I mentioned it last night in the stream, but I'll mention it again. The season looks like garbage, to be honest. Looks like a bunch of fake drama and made-up narratives, but I'm still gonna watch it. So there's that, and it seems like the internet's also pretty critical of the new season. And then, yeah, this morning, Oscar Piastri got announced as McLaren's joint reserve driver with Alpine. So what that means is he's still Alpine's reserve driver and, fully under Alpine. But should McLaren need a replacement, like, Ricciardo getting COVID and staying sick, they can use Piastri. Which is cool. They need to get him some experience. Will it end up as Oscar Piastri eventually getting loaned out and replacing Ricciardo? Who knows? I think that all depends on what Alonso does. Let's see if we can make these tires last 8 laps. And yeah, today's the last day of testing, which I haven't really kept up much with testing. Everyone's just talking about side pods and Kevin Magnussen going fastest. Haas champions confirmed. Falcon Punch. I made that when I was like 8. So you're going through all my old videos, my super old videos. I don't know, I feel conflicted because, like, obviously all of those videos pretty much, maybe the exception of my dog videos, all of those videos were made with a 9-year-old's brain. And let's just say they haven't aged particularly well. But I kind of keep them up because it's kind of hilarious, and overall they're pretty innocent videos. They're just kind of terrible. But, you know, that was why I started a new channel, because even when I was 13, I was like, okay, this channel's kind of cringe. There's no saving it. Let's just start a new channel that's just purely for games and stuff. But yeah, I still have the same profile picture and same name from when I was 13. I thought about changing up a bit the channel. I still might do it. Yeah, all the videos with the dogs. Either my German Shepherd, Eve. We took her to Splash Dog. It's like a dog therapy. She was old at the time. And we had Tundra when she was a puppy. A couple videos of her. And my other Border Collie, Timmy, at the time. They're so cute. But yeah. It's been a few years. I've seen all of them. I mean, everyone has cringy memories, right? That's what your formative years are about. So let's see, your tires are orange. Tires don't feel that terrible, and my lap times aren't that bad. Everyone's pitting. You know what, maybe to make it an even 5 stops, let's pit on this lap. It looks like the predicted time's gonna be 1:31. Isn't the lap record like a 1:27? What's up, Yamashita? Alright, into the pits we go. That's cool that the road sign tells you to go pit. That's funny. But yeah, everyone has cringy memories, so you know. It's just something you have to live with. Where's Ryoba? I don't know. We're gonna start lapping the field in a little bit. I'm sure it's gonna pit on this lap though. I don't know, when I'm racing I don't usually name the cars unless I was doing the F1 races, because those are easy to identify by like team. It's like when I was doing the GT4 Formula Championship, you know, obviously the cars are all the colors, so I'd call it like the Ferrari, the Mercedes, the Red Bull, etc. I pretty much killed my tires in this out lap. But yes, the Cobra pitted, and I believe it's in last place. Picked the wrong shoes to wear, let's say. Yeah, this is an endurance. This is actually one of the shorter endurances. In fact, I think distance-wise, this is the shortest endurance in the game. Or maybe it's the Roadster endurance on Apricot Hill. But the lap times are faster than the Roadster, so it should take like an hour and 10 minutes or so. It's pretty short overall. I don't know who's up with the Corvette, but there's someone right behind it. I think it might be the Mustang, which would surprise me because I would think the Mustang would be slower. Or it's the Corvette Grand Sport, perhaps. Yeah, GT sounds have gotten a lot better in 7, actually. They're the best it's been in the series. It's nice. It's nice that nobody calls GT a vacuum cleaner simulator anymore. Now we just get to complain about microtransactions. Yeah, daylight savings is tonight. So, clocks reset. And we lose an hour of sleep. That lap time felt good. What's it gonna be? What's up, Sue Hale? How you doing? It's gonna be 1:35.5. Nice. So there's the Cobra. We're about to lap it. Gonna stay in 3rd gear there. The Cobra probably loses a ton of time because its tires are probably orange or red at this point. Like, yeah, he's sliding everywhere. In a straight line. Oh, this is a cool shot. Even though you can't like fast forward in the replays, like in GT7, going side by side with the Cobra for a bit. Looks like we're racing each other. And look, he's faster than me in a straight line. It's just he picked the wrong tire strategy, and there he goes. He's got no grip, no grip, no balls. You guys can finish the vine for me. Or the TikTok, whatever it is. He's gonna pit in on this lap at that. Yep, Cobra pitting in. Hey Subin. Long time no see, right? So next up is the Camaro, which is chillin'. So in the back, but not last. Yeah, we're back to GT3 already. Yeah, 4th gear doesn't really work on this uphill. But yeah, we are so close to finishing off the game. I just got to get through these endurances and the last 4 championships, and then we'd be done. They can move on to another game. I still want to make content for GT7, I just gotta figure out stuff to do. There's a lot you could do with the custom races, I will admit, but I need more cars to do like the custom races I want to do. Otherwise I can do like one of those generic, you know, a kid's channel would post, oh, here's a pickup truck versus a bunch of tiny Fiat 500s or something like that, you know. I think GT Rufus posted like, here's 20 yellow Evo 5s driving around, and like they had Mirage playing in the replay. That's like, that's gonna farm a ton of views. It's just those ideas sound so silly, but you know, that's what YouTube's for. You ever see those Among Us 99 imposters and it gets like 30 million views and you think, how is that possible? Any racing games coming this summer? You know, I don't think Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, I think it's the closest you can call a summer game, but that's like September. And that's if it doesn't get delayed. In terms of games coming out this year, I think God of War Ragnarok's the only one I'm personally looking forward to. But otherwise, on my end, I picked up the Metal Gear Solid collection. I was going to play through that this summer. And then I also have a couple of Ratchet and Clank PS3 games that I want to get through so I can finally finish off that series. Then maybe think about speedrunning again. The rear end of the GT40 looks like Among Us with thick thighs. Oh my god, I can't unsee it now. It's the Kingpin from Spider-Man, right? That's what it looks like. It looks like Fisk from Spider-Man. Except in Among Us form. Oh my god, I can't unsee that now. That has ruined this car for me. Here's the Corvette Grand Sport, which means I think it's the Mustang racing the other Corvette. I can't unsee that now. Afford us. Yeah, it's got the head, and it's got the legs. Oh my god, yeah, I can't unsee it now. I'm just looking at the back of the car now constantly, not paying attention to the race. I think at this rate the field's gonna lap the Cobra. Oh my god, I just cannot unsee that now. Among Us car. Among Us car. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Oh man, I cannot unsee that. That's cursed. I ruined your childhood. Now, does your childhood refer to Among Us or Gran Turismo? Because one of those answers scares me. Alright, that lap time was terrible. It was the Among Us distraction ruining it. Yeah, here's the Mustang and Corvette just chilling. You never think the Mustang and the Corvette are rivals, but here we are. I think the Dodge Viper would have smoked both of these cars. Here we go. The last time we'll get a split is when I lap this Corvette. Increase the bitrate. I don't know if I could do that midstream, but let's see. It should be on a high bitrate. Yeah, we're on 5,000 bitrate. I think that's like the maximum OBS can do. I think it all comes down to my capture card, to be honest. My capture card is old, and it only does 1080p 30 FPS, and the game runs in 60 FPS, so I think there's going to be some quality decline. I think I need to get one of those retro upscalers, and then I can use my good capture card. Check your stream quality, because 1080p should still be an option. Racing games are so difficult for streaming because the bitrate needs to be high. But I think my internet can only go up so much. I'm always seeing Cobra pitting in all the time, every 3 minutes. Alright, we're pitting on this lap, so I'll check Discord in a second. Because I have the stream running, the video of the stream running on my computer, I could see right here, and the quality looks okay. Some rivals in the pit lane. People would kill. Up your stream quality. You're not streaming in 1080p. I'll tell you that. Check your video quality settings. Because that's not what's getting outputted. Just like last week where you said that the stream kept cutting out for you and it was your internet, not me. Like, just check if you're on auto. Because if you're watching on YouTube and you have your quality set to auto, it's going to pick whatever's best for your internet connection. 60 FPS is off because this capture card is not 60 FPS. I'm using an original Elgato King Capture HD because that's the only one that can take component input. And the downside is it's limited to 30 FPS. I'd have to buy a retro upscaler for like $200 for me to use my good capture card. It's HDMI only. It'd probably be a good upgrade, but considering we're pretty late into the playthrough, I don't know if it's a worthy investment. And I'm playing also on a 720p TV right here instead of a CRT, which I know CRT gang, they love their CRTs, but I'm not going to invest in a CRT until I get my own place. Check DMs again. I'm pausing, just for you. I mean, just check your display, because yeah, the pausing being blurry, I get that. But, I mean, I'm looking at my end on the stream, and it looks perfectly fine. And can any other viewer, like, does the quality look good enough where you can, like, you know, read the lap time text, for instance? I think it looks good enough. Is your device not 1080p or something? I don't think you need to show me the speed test in that. You showed that you're on 1080p. Yeah, Omani says it's good for him. Because yeah, on my end, I could see both OBS and I could see the stream video. Just to make sure it's all good, and both of them look fine quality-wise. Yeah, stream's fine on your end, so I think it's you, Subin, on your end. If your phone's not 1080p or something else. Yeah, the AI in this game for Cobra, and it shows like kind of like how the AI wants to take a set path and the Cobra just doesn't allow it. And for some reason Polyphony put super soft tires on the Cobra, so it doesn't help with the, you know, not driving it smoothly. But you know what, maybe that's why they did it, because they're like, hey, this Cobra is not turning well with hard tires, so we gotta make it use softs, but then it only lasts a couple laps. We're looking at the GT40. It does look beautiful. Yeah, you're grinding this race in Super Speedway. When I was a kid, I'd grind a Super Speedway. Even though it's probably better if I grinded, you know, all the endurances, and then you're guaranteed an F1 car. I wish GT7 had, you know, repeat prize cars, because that would help some of the issues with like money and collecting. Like the other thing which is strange is you can't sell cars in GT7, even though in the game's marketing, in the description, it says you can sell cars, but you can't. Only discard them. So then you can't sell cars and you can't repeat win prize cars. So like in the championship, you can't redo it and get another prize car. You get the money again, but not the prize car. Which is weird, because like in GT4, you could even redo the single race events. Like you can earn every single prize car as many times as you want. You know, except for I think the percent completion cars. I think those are the only ones where you can only win it once, but you might even be able to just buy the cars outright. I have no idea though. Someone would have to spot check me on that. But yeah. There's no like secret Easter egg prize car in GT7. There's no selling cars. And we don't even have endurances. I mean, they might add that in the future, but I just feel like GT7, it's like they actually should have delayed it, which, yes, I know it's a meme in the GT community that, you know, GT games always get delayed, but I have a feeling like GT7, it kind of would have been for the better if it got delayed, just so they can add in that extra content. Which, to me, it doesn't seem like it would take that long to just add, you know, race settings, but I don't know, I'm not a developer. Are we lapping the Cobra again? Yes, we are. I don't think it will pit again on this lap. G7 has a bunch of flaws in what is ultimately like a really good game. Oh yeah, the Cobra's pitting because that was the second time we're lapping it, which means it's lap 18 for that car. We got a 134.6 on that lap, by the way. We were just driving faster. I think the foundation is 100% there for GT7. It's just missing stuff. There's a really good racing game hiding behind a bunch of layers of inconveniences. Airspeed. There's no airspeed manipulation in this game. You found the stream. Is this your first time watching? Where I went wrong. Is this your first time watching? Because if so, welcome to the channel. And yeah, I do watch Super GT occasionally. He has some good content. He's very chill. Reminds me of like the GT5 YouTubers back in the day, like Oink and Tijni. Although Tijni still posts. I will say GT7 does one thing great, which is nostalgia baiting. There's so much they bring back. Old soundtracks. Old tracks. This is indeed your first stream. Well, welcome. We are, as you can see, 83 hours into a GT3 playthrough that I've been working on for about 9 months now. And, you know, we are more than 90% through the game. It's just we have these slugs of a race to get through. I think this is our 5th endurance. We'd be halfway through endurances. And then we have like 4 professional league championships, and then that would be the game. But, you know, we're playing, you know, a highly critically acclaimed GT game, just when a brand new one just comes out. You unsee it, yes. You mentioning it now puts it back in my head. But see, like, I was hoping GT7 would be, you know, a 100-hour journey, you know, that GT games are kind of known for. I think GT3, 4, and especially 5 were, you know, above the 100-hour range. GT4 is like a 250-hour game. GT5 is like a 300-hour game. I know some people don't like the super long games, but GT is supposed to be a kind of game where, you know, you can experience it however you want to. But GT7 feels linear and it feels short. Is this car... Okay, I had to read that twice. It's like, is this the car women you'd date? Like, would I date a GT40? Is that what you're asking? I mean, yeah, I could take it out. If I could take a GT40 out to dinner, I would. Because I want to be with the GT40. Yeah, we're simping. I mean, come on. It's a GT40. One of the most beautiful cars ever to come out of America. For some reason my tires are orange. Did I use them up a lot more on this stint? I don't know. We have one more lap until my scheduled pit stop. You want to go to Dart Island? Okay, Space Luna. Reply, bro. Dude, my viewers are asking me out on stream. Pokemon's got nothing on this. Up to the crack. You're joking. Oh, aw, Sag. Yeah, the Scudo's a car I'm surprised Play didn't bring back in the GT7. That one's such a popular car. Especially considering they brought back the Supra and the Pennzoil GTR. And, you know, Mercedes Steel KLM, BMW and McLaren F1. But not the Escudo. No R390. No Toyota GT1. No of the fictional LM race cars. There's pretty bad right now. Let's go. Let's pit. This is the Ford GT40. Yeah, no NSX GT500. Where's the Arta Raybrig NSX? Like, you gotta complete the sets. They probably will add it back at a later date. Is this game better than GT7? I will say yes. I don't know if I said last week on the day GT7 came out that it was the best Gran Turismo ever. I think I might have said best one in like 10 years. You know what? I feel like that still might be the case because in a 10-year period it was just GT6 and GT Sport. But I'd say GT2, 3, 4, and 5 are better than 7. That's my take. And it's not to say that GT7 is a bad game, and in fact, I think actually with just a few tweaks and quality of life improvements, it could be up there in one of the all-time classics. But, I mean, the only thing it does perfect is the graphics and the weather. Which I guess you could kind of bundle that into graphics. Yeah, I'd still say GT4 is probably the best racing game of all time, in my opinion. Just looking back, I've seen like a bunch of comparisons on like Reddit and GT Planet. You know, GT4 had some quirks, you know, similar like how GT7 and all the other GTs have it. But you got a complete racing game, super expansive. You could treat the game however you wanted to. If you wanted to buy a used car and kind of tune up a Civic and then drive it for 20 hours in a bunch of events and try to win stuff, you could absolutely do that. If you want to rely on licensed prize cars, you could do that. If you wanted to, you know, just farm the Toyota RC Raid and then buy a Le Mans car and then go in the Sunday Cup, you could do that. The game was meant to be played however the player wanted to play it. Not necessarily how you have to do it. There was barely any linearity. Sure, some arcade tracks were, you know, locked behind progression. And then, you know, you didn't unlock endurance events or extreme events until you completed certain stuff. And of course you had to earn your licenses to race a lot of stuff, but still. I'd say GT4 is the best experience of a racing game career of any other game. Forza games, especially like Forza Horizon, which everyone loves to praise, their actual progression in the, you know, single player events is pretty empty. Forza Horizon is about driving the cars online with your friends and hanging out, which is great in its own way. But GT7 is about the career mode, and GT4 does it best. So, interesting development in the race. It looks like the Mustang is past the Corvette, which is surprising to me. I would think the Corvette smoked this. Does it mean Forza is better than Gran Turismo? I can't really compare. If you're talking about Forza Motorsport, I mean, it's hard to really compare. I'd say Forza's best motorsport game was 4, and that game was great. It had good single player progression, the car list was great, the track list was awesome, the online was great. I think in my opinion it only got hindered by its DLC model, and a lot of the events that you could do for 100% completion, it's a long game, but it did feel sort of empty. The AI was all the same opponents. Kinda sound familiar to modern Gran Turismo, to be honest. And I think in terms of progression for a Forza Horizon game, Horizon 1 did it the best. Because that game had a sort of story mode, but, you know, you started from a slower car, you worked your way up. You didn't get a Lambo within 2 hours. I mean, I did a 100% playthrough of GT4 on my own back in 2017, 2018. And I relied on the licensed prize cars early on. And then once I got enough money, I started buying, you know, cool stuff. Who has the thighs of the GT40? Okay, I will say, sus incoming. The thighs on the rear side of the car are to die for. Let me just say that. If I met up with a girl and she had GT40 thighs, oof. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'd ask, where's the rest of the car? So meanwhile, here's the third time we're lapping the Cobra. Probably gonna lap it another time before we finish the race. Yeah, at the time, GT4 came out before Forza Motorsport 1. And popular to Forza Stan's beliefs, Forza Motorsport, the first one, is a GT clone. It's a knockoff of Gran Turismo. And it wasn't really until Forza 2 where the game started to find its footing. And then it wasn't like till Forza 3 where the game, started to become this smash hit that was being picked up by reviewers, and then the rest is history. Yeah, I'm down bad, guys. Call me down bad. But I mean, come on. Look at those GT40, those thick thighs in the rear. This is probably going to get age restricted, and my boss is probably going to question me. Record scratch. The audio's still okay for you guys, by the way. Could you hear the car? Or has it just been like just me flicking the controller like constantly? 134.3, nice. Can we get a 133 perhaps? You started the rally license so that you could start out with the Escudo for the regular playthrough. Nice. I remember thinking about that. I think what I did in one of my playthroughs when I was a kid of GT3 was I got my rally license and then I started with like a Camaro, I think. Because I think that was the only thing I could afford at the time, was a Camaro Z28. And I entered the Route 5 wet race against the Subaru Rally Car prototype and pitted him into the wall so that I could, easily win. And then, win the prize card, the rally car. Complete the rally license, get my Escudo. Audio is good, nice. Yeah, I had to switch settings from GT7 to the retro settings, and I had to make sure everything went through. That's a big slide. Yeah, I think Forza 4 might be better than GT5. I mean, as an overall package. But I don't know, I feel like people were too, they were too nitpicky with GT5, and looking back, I think that game has aged really well. Of course, there's some flaws that it will never fix, like the standard cars and the leveling system. But, behind that is like a really complete racing game that has a ton of stuff to do, even offline. I mean, online the game was better, obviously. Because you had the seasonal events, the museum, the trading with friends, the online races, the shuffle races. Those were so good. And I wish they brought some of that back to GT7. The only thing that really sucked about GT5, to me, was the load times. Were really long. And that's because that was before games installed on the hard drive, so the PS3 would just be going brrr, reading off the disc. And thus it would take forever to load a race, or even the menus. It was slow. But GT5 had amazing soundtracks, so I didn't mind being in the menus for a while. Because the menu soundtrack, in my opinion, again, me simping for GT, but GT5's menu music is the best video game OST ever. And while I absolutely love GT3 and GT4 soundtracks, a lot of it is, you know, just remixes of Gran Turismo 1 music. Which it sounds awesome, but I actually think the jazz and lounge music and stuff like that from GT5 is so much better as a whole, because it's all original. I could listen to it in real life, and my friends would be bopping to it. Like, I remember my sophomore year of college, you know, I was working on the emulation station, or junior year of college, I was working on the senior year, whatever. I was working on the emulation box, right, for my Retro Pi with my old roommate. And we were trying to, you know, put a custom music on the interface. And, you know, he asked me to send him a bunch of, like, you know, chill music for retro gaming. So I sent him a ton of GT5 soundtracks. And he loved it, and he was like, dude, give me more of these. This is great. And this is a guy who's never played a Gran Turismo game. GT5's music is so good. Alright, last pit stop. I'm actually going to head to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Call this my pit stop break. I'll be We're back. Alright, let's go. Last stint, guys. 8 laps. Looks like we're only at 74.7 miles. Huh. Is this race truly going to be 100 miles? Whoop. We're just gonna drive slow so I can keep the tires good. You posted a clip of the GT40 tires. Oh yeah, I forgot. YouTube has that clip feature now. Great, so now everything I say is gonna be super sus. I tell my coworkers about my YouTube stream and stuff, and I wonder if they'll ever tune in. I'm talking about GT40 thighs or something like that. Sussy wussy. Alright, now let's start actually driving fast. I got a clear track ahead. Cobra's still pitting in all the time. See if we can get a 133 lap time, maybe. Do I actually know a girl with GT40 thighs? I have yet to meet one. I don't see that many GT40s in my life, so the odds of me seeing someone with those GT40 thighs is pretty low, I'd say. Maybe one day I'll run into a car show and she's holding the rear ends of a GT40, and then I'll give you your answer. Yeah, this is one of the shorter endurances, and you know what? It's only been 57 minutes. It doesn't feel that long, considering I've done a couple of the other slug endurances where I just had to buckle down and put on some music. Alright, well, I ran the lap there. But definitely went by quickly. Let's just make sure we get a good exit. quickly going in first could have helped. So far, a good lap. Is your boss a woman? No. Yeah, I gotta pop the F1 NG next week. I gotta start the Fantasy League back up. I didn't really pay much attention to it last year because not many people played it. Maybe we could bring that back again. See what that lap was. 1:33.4. There we go. Now that felt a bit sluggish, but it had a good first part. Check the TMs again after the race. Turn in. Not quite as good as I would have wanted. This lap felt faster, if not a bit sloppier. Wow, it's a 1:34.1. Wow, it's actually a lot slower. This first turn, I only got it good once. So here's the Corvette again. Maybe my tires are starting to drop though. Ooh, the Mustang pits and the Corvette pits. They're both pitting. They did 2 lap sprints to the end for them. And Cobra pits. I think I lapped it in the pits again. Because I don't remember passing it one final time. I think coming up in the Camaro though. one last time. Yes. How did the Super License go? I haven't done the GT7 Super License yet. Show the meme you sent on Discord to the stream. You're going to regret it. Ooh, bonk. Okay, we're not gonna have a fastest lap 40. But I'm waiting to play Super License until they fix the tire bugs, because apparently there's quite a few tests where there's the wrong tires in the car, which is not good. Each the final lap, and it's taking 65 minutes, which is pretty short. I think Super Speedway is faster overall. I think in our playthrough it took about the same amount of time, maybe an hour 10 minutes or something. And it was actually only 93 miles instead of 100, so Polyphony lied. So it's pretty short distance-wise. Anyway, that bad lap out of the way, we have completed the next endurance. I'm not going to show that. Alright, so the Cobra, I want to see how far back the Cobra was in terms of laps, because the Camara's only 4 laps behind. I think it will also be 4 laps, but let's see. Time for another 100? I don't know if I have the time, but we might mess around with something else in the game, maybe. Since I got a little bit of extra time, but I don't really want to do another endurance. I think the Cobra pitted once again. Yeah, 4 laps. Transfer will be 3. Yep, there you go. Yeah, Cobra is pain territory. I'm not gonna show it soon. That's not for YouTube. You know, Subin thinks racism is funny, but kind of 2022, so not quite. Let's get a thumbnail shot though. You won't. Get a good thumbnail shot here. Maybe a close-up of the GT40 would be good. No close-up shots. It's all these wide shots. The cameraman just died there. Okay, Subin. Gotta donate first. See, something like that, that looks good. That's the kind of thumbnail shot I want to show. Alright. Okay, that looks good. So. Y'all know what time it is. It is prize car time. We got 150k in terms of credits, but let's see what we get for prize cars. What's it gonna be? Seattle 100. Endurance winner. No way! That's like 3 endurances in a row. Oh my god. Number 5. That might be a Senna car, maybe? Maybe that's the Lotus. I don't know if it's the 87 to 88. That's 3 actually, because we got one from Laguna Seca and Grand Valley. Jeez, wow. Yeah, look at this. So we got the FO90 from Grand Valley, you get the 86 from Laguna Seca, and then we got the 87S. So this is the 87 Lotus driven by Ayrton Senna in green. Not black and gold, but whatever. Nice. 888 horsepower. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I haven't uploaded Laguna Seca segment yet because it's like 2 hours long. I'll get to that. Probably be uploaded Monday. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty sick though. Only up 0.2% again, but the percents don't really matter because we're getting just a bunch of F1 cars. So there you go. That's the end of the segment. We're at 8,000 miles, by the way. Alright, I'm saving the game. Ooh, so alright. I think let's drive this car for a bit. I think the 86 had 926 horsepower, yeah, so that's a lot. Let's hop in this one. Let's drive it around for a bit. Is there any race I need to clean up? Let me just check. That would be a good car to knock it out with. Nope. Another endurance? No. I won't do it again. Even though the Monaco 78 would be fitting, it's not the AI. Yeah, it is a V6 turbo, just not quite the ones we're used to. Okay, nothing there. Oh, let's just drive it in arcade mode, because why not? Guys, let's do the Easter egg. So, as you know, we've been driving hard difficulty all the time in arcade mode, but secret. If you press L1 and R1 on the controller at the same time, hard switches to professional. And one of my favorite things about this Easter egg is that the shadow behind the hard text, the shadow is still showing hard because they just didn't update that. It's 2 images instead of 1, which is kind of funny. But yes, let's do... Wait, did the... Okay. The description didn't change, but it's just professional. It doesn't unlock anything. It prevents unlocks. How so? Actually explain, Potato, how so? Or are you talking about where it doesn't count for arcade progression? You never knew that. Alright, let me just before stop and make sure the driving aids are off on the F1 car. I'm not going to actually drive it, I'm just going to make sure the driving aids are off. It doesn't count for progression. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't want traction control, stability management. Nah, get out of here. We don't need that. You cannot upgrade the F1 car at all, just the oil change. That's the only thing you can upgrade. Alright, but just as for fun, do a bonus professional arcade playthrough. What would you want to see? Because what I was going to do with this F1 car, just for fun, they're probably not going to use it in the Formula Championship. We're just going to drive Monaco, like the Monaco Grand Prix in real life. And let's have fun with it. Be like Senna in 1987, who I believe he won the race that year in this car. Someone could spot check me on that, but I believe he won that year. He won Monaco 6 times, and 87 was his first one. So look at this, put us against Le Mans cars. So what's so special about professional difficulty? It's a 10-lap race with tire wear. Oh my god, look at the helmet, it's Senna. It's actually Senna in the helmet. That's actually really cool, I never noticed that. But that's Senna at the wheel, because this is Senna's car. I thought it was always just a random driver, but no, that's the green and yellow helmet Senna's known for. Admittedly not the exact color scheme. He has a yellow helmet with a green stripe, but green helmet with a yellow stripe, same style. What phone do I have? I have a Pixel 5a. I got it last year. This thing's acceleration is just crazy. Monaco just holds back the car so much. Look at how fast this thing accelerates in the higher gears especially. And then the downforce. Look at this grip. The turbo lag. As soon as the turbo kicks in, this thing goes brr. Look how fast we're driving. The Monaco tunnel, yeah. The car sound. The turbo sound from Gran Turismo. Spinala. The sound. I think we could do like a couple stuff, maybe not in terms of the playthrough, but we can like do a professional arcade stream. Because honestly, driving through every single track with 10 laps would just feel like just the professional league again. It takes hours to go through those races. Ooh, come on. Oh my god, I keep spinning out. My rear tires are going brr. I'm gonna try the glitch. I've never been able to pull it off in real life, but let's see if I can pull it off. First try. You guys have never seen a speedrun of GT3? You'll have no idea what I just tried to do. But, if you guys have seen a speedrun, you can clip through the barrier there if you go fast enough. You need to hit it at a specific angle. But then you can drive around in a circle and do 20-second laps. The reason I spin is because the walls are moving. Okay, Senna. I think that was at Detroit. And he was right. The walls were moving. Jeez, no clip. SV cheats won. Camaro's already pitting in lap 4, or lap 3. Let's try to go for it again. I think you have to not hit the wall on the right. I'm just gonna keep going for the clip. Clean racers will be like, no, why you try to be dirty? But it's like, dude, this is arcade mode. You're supposed to be stupid. See, guys? What did I tell you? I messed up. I don't know the actual route for clipping, but there you go. Alright, I'm gonna pit, get a new set of tires, and let's try to do that again. And let's try to actually, like, cheese with it. That's actually the first time I've ever hit that clip in my life. I want to have good tires to try this though. Look at that though, a 50-second lap. Now I can't hit it again. And now this lap's going to be pretty long because my other lap's pretty short. But yeah, if you're ever behind in Monaco and you need a last-ditch effort, this is how you do it. You hit that clip and then all of a sudden you're at the finish so much earlier. I'm just gonna keep going for it. I want to see how many times I can hit the clip. I think I found the actual shortcut. Yup, there's T1. I hit the checkpoint. I found the checkpoint, guys. Ah. I'm just gonna keep trying for it. Like, kind of like Mario Kart, you have to hit all the checkpoints, but for some reason the checkpoint 2 is right where the finish is when you hit the clip. Yes, the lap did go up. And since I was able to cut part of the beginning of the track, this lap time will look like it's pretty normal too. It'll be a 124, which is, you know, your typical Monaco lap. We're gonna lap some cars here. Oh no, we're gonna lap the GT1 and the R390. That's so funny. In a 10-lap race. It's like, oh, you're in a F1 car. Not the same, man. Get out of my way, cars. Oh. So much quirkiness with GT3. But see, GT7 doesn't have this kind of stuff. Like, I call this like a good kind of bug. You know, it's not something that's like completely broken, like where, you know, it's super cheesy and it destroys the race, because, you know, if you're trying to like actually compete with it, it is pretty inconsistent, and unless you know your speed level, if you're speed running, could be a run killer, I guess you could say, but it's not that bad. It's a quirky bug rather than a game-breaking one, and I think that's always nice to have those in a game. I don't mind those as much. Alright, let's try it one more time. See if we can end the race a bit early. Aww. I don't know if I don't have enough speed or if I'm hitting it at the wrong angle. .50 lap, best lap by the way. That's still a fun race though. Showed off professional league and showed off a cool little glitch that I think only the F1 cars can do. That sound of it downshifting into first because it can't control the accelerator. That's funny. Why does it keep upshifting and downshifting? Because I think it's trying to hold 50 miles an hour, so it's constantly accelerating, but then since there's a huge turbo lag, it just falls down, and then the automatic shifting kicks it back up into first. It instantly goes back to 50. But, you know, hits the rev limiter and shifts to second. It just infinitely does that. What is this load guest garage? Ah, I see. Is this like for doing a two-player race with someone else's like, what happens if I do load Slot 2's data? So then what happens here? See, this is the other garage. ZZ2. Oh, and then this is cool. This is nostalgic. So you got the home garage and you have the guest garage. Yeah. Then look here, they have the Diablo. I could race the Diablo. And then I could race, you know, somebody from my own garage. That's cool. Saw Yellow Evo 5? That would be right. I never really thought of that. Whenever my brother and I would play two-player battle, we just use the memory card we had and just have the garage. But this is meant so that if you had a friend over, he brought his memory card, and then you could race each other with your own garage. Like, oh, my car's tuned faster. No, my car's better. That's such a cool thing. If I go to career mode, what do I see? Totally 87. That's nice though. Wow. This game has so much extra stuff that's just so cool. I don't really have time for another endurance, but there's not many short races to do here. I don't really want to do super license. I mean, I could always like improve my license times. I don't know if there's like a license I really want to improve. If there's any license fanatic who wants to see me improve something that's not in the super license, you can go ahead and shout it. Otherwise, I think I'm going to end the stream a bit earlier than what we're used to. Always like the music. Listen to the license test music all of GT3's soundtrack is awesome, but I think otherwise, if anyone doesn't have any other thoughts, it's something we can quickly do. Yeah. I think I'll end the stream then. We might come back. Probably not tonight because I'm planning on getting drunk tonight, but who knows? Maybe a drunk GT3 stream would be fun. Maybe for you guys, not so much for me. But I think I don't know. I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow though. I think for GT7, I do want to make some individual videos. Maybe not like clips like the one that just went viral. Machine test? Sure. Screw it. We could do the drag race. 0 to 1,000. But yeah, I think a drunk stream would be fun. The plan was I was gonna get drunk with one of my friends, and then I don't know where we go from there. But yes, this is a drag race. Kind of an unused feature since you can't drag race any AI, but you could test to see how your car is off the line. But yes, I could let you know. Let's see if like the reverse shift is better. Every lap of Spinella in an endurance. Alright, let's try and beat that. Because I had a bad the 16.8. Let's see if we can get a better 1 mile drag strip or 1,000 can. That's a 16.6. Getting the shift right is only worth 2/10. Interesting. Let's try and do it with the 86M then. It took 2 laps to 2 hours to complete, yes, in a race that took us 1 hour originally. Let's try the 926 horsepower Mansell F1 for fun. But on you. I think instead of getting drunk, we should have Pilk. Oh, I forgot TC's on. Let's turn that off. Nothing to the downforce or the gear ratios or anything. Let's just see. This gearbox is fast. $16.4. The horsepower does make a difference. Gran Turismo. That was fast. But now let's try the V10 F1. It's just a bunch of gamer. It only has like 600 something horsepower, but let's see. Don't forget about pink Vits. This might be the car I drive in the Formula Championship just because it's pink. This is the proper testing we all need to know is how is the drag racing on an F1 car. 6 gears kind of slow. 17.2, yikes. That horsepower does make a difference. It is slow in the lower gears. You notice also that's a yellow helmet though, just like Senna. Ew, it's pink. One of the iconic quotes of GT. Anything else I could... Is there a road car I could throw that I already have set up that I can compete with? Besides the Escudo. Yeah, sure, let's test our Esprit. Yeah. Let's test the Esprit against our F1 cars and see if it does good in a 1,000-meter drag. I forget if I tuned this car for test course, but let's see. We might have. There is no downforce. I put it all the way in the max top speed level. So let's see what happens with this transmission. $18.2. Now let's see what happens if I drop the gear ratio to make it a bit more bearable. I did, I used the reverse shift. Because I know it would be faster with the road car. Okay, so when it hits 66 miles an hour, when we shift. Okay, that's too slow. Going faster, but is it going to beat the F1 time? I don't think so. I mean, it changes from an 18.8 to like an 18.0, which is good, but not as good as the even slow F1. Or really, that just saved 2/10. Wow. Interesting. Alright, screw it. For fun, let's just drive the frickin' Escudo, because... what else are we gonna drive? It's already got 970 horsepower. I'm not going to drop the downforce, even though that's probably going to help. Let's just see. I'm also going to launch the second gear. By the way, look at the turbo spool. It takes so long. $16.9 with a completely bone stock Escudo. It's still slower than most of the F1 times, but still, that is scary fast. Wow. Do the wheelie config. Screw it. Blow some money, put 1800 horsepower, just cause. I think that's all we need to do. Let's give it that oil change to give it just an extra horsepower boost. I'll just enter a race I've already done before. Yeah, it was still wheel spinning at 140. Gonna be even crazier now. But this setup is bonkers if you've never seen it before. It's already about to set up. Y'all know what time it's about to be. In 400. I'm actually gonna retry that with a lower gear ratio and see if that helps a bit. The wheel spinning is. Here we go. Still not getting the settings I really want. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing, which is at Seattle. This is how you break the laws of physics. I'm trying to find the race that crashes the game. Here we go. We saved after we got the F1 car. It might not save the upgrades, but we'll be fine here. I'm okay if I don't save the setup on this guy. So, you know how I showed you guys that Monaco clip? Well, there's actually two of them. You did see the 206, that was right. So I'm trying to get out of bounds here. Alright, I'll do one more try. There's just so much wheel spin. I'll wait till they come past. The 206 is in last place. Okay, we can't make it. I thought the clip was in the left corner. It might be in the right corner. I want to try literally one more time. Because it will crash the game if we do make it. Alright, it's good enough. I'd have to look up a video to see exactly how you hit it at what angle, but that's how you can crash the game. Alright, well, regardless, I think we're going to save the game. I'll save that setup and maybe I'll use it later on or something. Even if it's just for fun. But I think we'll end the stream on that then. We had a little bit of fun. We'll do an endurance later. We'll see how I feel tonight. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this nice little endurance stream. We got a good prize. We had some fun with the game, I'll swear. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll let you guys know when I'm planning on doing another one. So, yep. Have a good rest of your weekend. See you guys. Bye-bye.